Can you believe that these babies are 6 weeks old? This is going to be a big week. We'll have a vet check on Tuesday, and then we'll temperament test at the end of the week. We'll be setting up Zoom meetings for everyone to pick their puppy starting this weekend, and it's just flying by. So I had some requests from a couple of people who are getting puppies out of this litter or these litters. And one request was what color did I think they were going to end up being? And then I've had people ask about like, what am I seeing personality wise? So we're going to look at those today. And I'm going to tell you what I think we're going to look like and what I think we're going to, if there's something about temperament. So we're going to start out with Indy's little purple girl. Yeah, she's so cute. And she is going to be red and white. Actually, besides the tries, I think there's only one that could possibly be sable. And I think she may end up being red and white also. But you can see there, I mean, she's going to be red and white for sure. Temperament wise, I think these are all going to test about the same. I think we're all going to be about a medium to maybe a little below medium on our energy level. There is one puppy who I believe is going to bond with their people really, really strong and is going to be the puppy that always wants to be there by their side. And I'll talk about that puppy when we get there. Okay, this is Indy's little green collar girl. I mean, if you look at her ears, they are a little bit darker, but she's still going to be red and white. And you can kind of see there, like, I mean, around the edge, it's tiny little bit darker, but if she has darker hair, it's going to be just, yours pass it out. It's going to be probably just a few dark hairs on her back. There is not going to be any black hair in this dog. It would be in this area if she ends up having darker hair, but all that darker hair that she has right now is going to fall out. She's going to be red and white. I really feel like she is. She doesn't have any indications that tells me she's going to be a sable. And there are multiple variations of red and white. I don't want to get into the genetics of that right now, but there are. So there, look at these cuties. So we're still working on textures, and we just got new toys again. They're always wound up here in the morning. So just thought I'd show you that. So here is Indy's little boy, the blue collar little guy. Once again, he's going to be red and white. Now, he has a little bit darker around his ears. But that area on his back, if he's going to have any darker hairs, it's going to be there on his back. And they're not going to be black hairs. They're just going to be a little bit darker colored hairs. He's not going to be a tri. He's not going to be a sable. You look at his ears, and you'll see that he's got a little bit darker area there. But I don't think he'll even be a sable. And you can see around his eyes, he has a little bit darker. But once again, I think he's going to be red and white. Snapshot again. Crazy puppies. Like I said, we're still working on textures, working on things that move. Just, it's every day. All right, let's look at Megan's litter. So this is a girl that I think is going to bond really, really hard with her new family. I still think she's probably going to be red and white. She's going to probably be a deep color red and white. I have a dog named Cindy, and she is a deep red and white. This puppy could have some sabling. I could be totally wrong on this. But at this point, she is probably not going to have much. So I've had several dogs like this where this puppy is at this point is impatient, and that's because she wants to be with you. So we are working on patience. We're working on sitting and waiting before we eat and get picked up and everything. But I've had multiple puppies like this. I have one right now. If you remember the two puppies I got, Valerie is like this dog. When I got Valerie, Valerie was very impatient. She would bark at me. She would whine. She's worked through it. She is great now. I'll give you, I've done videos, so I'll be able to show you, how I handled that. But I will tell you, out of the two, Serena is a really chill, calm one. But when I take them outside, not on a leash, Serena is the one who will go off and explore on her own. Valerie is the one who is locked onto me, and she always wants to be right there beside me. So if you're looking for that dog that is going to bond really hard with you and just going to be that great family member, this could be the one. And they are attacking her. But anyway, you can see she has a little bit darker coloration on her face, but I just don't read it as being a sable. I think she's going to end up being a dark red. Sweetheart, she's just looking for attention. Like I said, I have several adults like this, and I'm dealing with Valerie right now, and they were all like this. I mean, just exactly like this. So that's what I'm expecting out of her. Just sweet, sweet puppy that is going to be looking for attention. See, look how calm she is now. When she is here in my lap and getting what she needs, she is just absolutely great. And I think that's what you're going to see out of this dog later on, as she matures. Like I said, I've got multiple dogs that were like that as puppies, and I still have them, but you can see she's absolutely beautiful. That salmon-colored puppy. All right, here is Miss Yellow, and both tries are going to be red-headed tries for sure. And you can already see the red coming in. What little brats. You can see the red coming in if you look here on their ears. So we're going to, her ears have actually dropped a little bit. I'm trying to hold her back so you can kind of see what she looks like. That is normal. That is just happens when they're teething. But let's look at the back of her ears. You see how the red is coming in? Lighting's not great, but the red's coming in on the back of her head and the back of her ears. Going to be a redheaded try for sure, as is Miss Pink. But her ears have just dropped because she's teething, and that's absolutely normal. Her ears are going to come back up. You can look at the previous video, see what she looked like when her ears were up, because they were up in last week's video. And to be honest, by the time I take pictures, it may be someone else whose ears are down. They just go through these stages. I'm supplementing them with cottage cheese. It just happens. Let's see. This is Miss Red. She's getting chewed on, but she is absolutely adorable. Megan and Benson's litter again. Going to be red and white, absolutely, for sure, without a doubt. Well-marked little puppy. Sweetheart, too. She's a little bit brighter red than Salmon is. That's why I'm not real sure, Salmon, what's going to happen there. And let's see, last but not least, not least. Pink. Pink, come here, puppy, puppy, puppy. All right, here is Miss Pink. So she's going to be a redheaded tri also. We can see that by her ears. Her ears are actually a little wonky today too. Once again, it's just a calcium deal. It's not a huge deal. Their ears are going to come up. I promise you, their ears are going to come up. But we've got a wiggle worm here. She wants to go play. And look who's back in my lap. Look who is back in my lap. She is just here, wanting that attention. So, yeah, like I said, Salmon is going to be the one who is going to be very probably loyal and locked onto you. But let's look at the back of her ears. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is red on the back of her ears too coming in, and the back of her head. Oh, she does not want to cooperate today. Well, it might help if someone wasn't trying to chew on her too. But redheaded tri. Both of them are going to be redheaded tries. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl too. What a sweet puppy. Well marked girl. So this is our puppies. And I think we're just going to take a few minutes and watch them play. It's pink. I can't remember if we talked about their energy level or not, but I'm really expecting them to be medium to a little below medium energy level. So maybe that'll help too. We'll find out for sure with temperament testing, won't we? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Well, once again, thank you for watching. I can't believe how fast this litter has grown up. And we will see what happens next week. I may be late on posting my weekly video next week because we're still going to probably be doing Zoom meetings, getting those in before Thanksgiving. But anyway, watch for our next one, and we'll see you then. Thanks.